CNH Reman engines are remanufactured with the latest technology and design implementations to ease installation and improve performance. Let's see how with the Cursor engine. Disassembly is the first critical step in remanufacturing a Cursor engine. The individual components are thoroughly cleaned to remove dirt and debris that can affect the inspection, detailing, and salvage of every engine component. Every Cursor engine is completely disassembled down to its base components. Those components are then brought back to their original OEM specifications. Components that are not salvageable are recycled and replaced with new. Inspection and machining uses several techniques. Every major engine component goes through a crack detection process. A special MagnaGlow tool is used to identify the finest hairline cracks. All other engine components are inspected for nonconformity. For example, if a bolt hole is damaged, it is repaired through salvage methods. The first salvage method applied is line honing. Line honing ensures the blocks, crankshaft, and main bores are round, with no taper, and meet the inner diameter specifications. Next, cylinder bore and top deck machining is performed to ensure that the top deck of the block meets the OE specifications for flatness, surface finish, and the top deck is centered to the crankshaft bore. The cylinder bore cylindricity must be within OE specification. State-of-the-art CNC technology is used for precision and accuracy. To guarantee all three cylinder liner O-rings are correctly fitted and compressed, a repair sleeve is installed to the lower pilot bore of all Cursor engines. This technique prevents coolant from leaking into the oil system from around the O-rings. This has been a critical product improvement that has been implemented in our remanufacturing process to provide more durability and increase the longevity of your engine. Every reman block is pressure tested for the coolant cavity. The process utilizes an advanced Cincinnati air decay system. This ensures that the block's coolant cavities will not leak. An industry-leading Q-Pack micropolisher is used to polish camshafts and to achieve higher tolerances when it comes to the surface finish on crankshaft mains and lobes. This same micropolishing is performed on all Reman Cursor camshafts and rocker arm shafts. The assembly begins with kitting. Any required new components are sourced directly from the warehouse and loaded onto a rolling cart that accompanies a single engine through the entire assembly process. The engine kit keeps all of the components of the engine together, making sure that every engine has the right parts for the job. Before installation, dirt and debris are removed from the crankshaft in a high-powered wash booth. Best-in-class torque tools are used to tighten bolts to OEM specifications and to remove the potential for human error. At the same assembly station, the crankshaft is installed, followed by the rods and pistons. The engine assembly process involves checking, setting, measuring, and recording all critical attributes. At this point, technicians measure liner and piston protrusion. The proper liner and piston protrusion are critical to the performance of the engines. All Cursor cylinder heads are installed in a vertical position to ensure nothing falls into the cylinder. Assemblers then install the flywheel housing, followed by the intricate process of torquing the cylinder head bolts. The torque sequence is critical to the cylinder head installation process as it safeguards the proper fitment of each bolt throughout the torquing process. The final phase of assembly involves the measuring and setting of the valve lash. This is a set procedure that is implemented to confirm that the Cursor overhead camshaft is properly timed to the right valve. This is crucial to the overall performance of the engine, as it keeps the combustion cycle in order with the timing of the engine. Before the Cursor engine can be shipped out, it must undergo rigorous testing to ensure peak performance of every remanufactured unit. Every long block engine undergoes a spin test, which is administered to measure oil and crankcase pressure, RPM, vibration, and rotational drag. Once the engine passes the spin test, it moves on to the dyno test. The dyno test simulates a real-world performance scenario that checks for leaks, tests the horsepower and torque, and runs the unit at full capacity. After testing, the unit moves to the paint and pack area, where it receives a fresh coat of paint and is inspected one last time before being packed for shipment. A 24-month warranty guarantees your customers receive the highest quality and peace of mind.